Hi, I'm Alfred Bundy. Welcome to this special edition of Meet the Leaders. We're here in the State House in Trenton, New Jersey, talking to members of our New Jersey legislature. Joining me now is Assemblywoman Britnee Timberlake. Let me just ask you about today, 167 bills you're looking at. Why does things get batched at the end of the session? How does that happen?
Oh, I just think that there's a lot that we wanted to complete for the session, and that's how that happens.
It's not tied to the budget, because I know today is a big budget.
It absolutely
decision.
is. It's definitely tied to the budget, and then there's also a lot of other things, advocacy things that we want to get done before the summer.
Okay, now, what things are in this budget that you like?
Oh, I love the fact that there's an extra $50 million for special education. I also love that there's another $20 million where schools can pull from as emergency funds. You know, all over our schools are having to lay off teachers in some districts, and particularly at-risk districts, and that really bothers me in those areas, that they would have to, you know, or in any area, have to have the loss of teachers. But in areas where we absolutely need our teachers, particularly male teachers, as there's been some bills that have recently moved requiring and encouraging that there be male involvement in the school systems.
More role models.
Exactly. So our schools now can pull from a emergency fund of $20 million, and that's something that I absolutely love.
Now, I heard there's also been increased funding for women's health support, which was been a concern. Actually, I think it was eliminated for a while. Where are we with that?
There has been increased funding for that. And as you know, the infant mortality rate, particularly for African American babies and African American women who give birth, are higher than any other demographic in our nation. So all of that is incredibly important, and I've been proud to be on bills too that enter that space and that conversation to work towards solutions for that.
Now, you've also been a champion related to sexual assault and victims, and I guess them needing training. Talk to us about that.
Yes, so that's a big issue throughout the country. You know, you see the hashtag #MeToo movement, which is something that I'm very proud has really grown so much momentum. And really it's just about making sure that there are resources available and places for people to be able to go and know how to react to a situation for victims of sexual assault.
The governor campaigned on having free tuition for community colleges. We know he had a pilot. Will this program sustain itself? Is it in this budget?
It is in the budget. Actually, it's a program that I am a believer of. I'm a millennial, and I think there's only I think I'm one of 2 millennials in the Assembly.
Okay.
And student loans are something that has been of great importance to me because I graduated saddled with student loan debt. And the free community college is an initiative that I absolutely believe in, and I just want to commend the governor for doing that and having that vision. So yes, there is funding in it. And what it will actually do too is it raises the income level. Right now, I believe it's somewhere around $45,000 a year total household income. That's who qualifies for the community college. The Assembly, we did make some changes, added in, I think, an additional $5 million, but then also raising the income level to $65,000 a year.
I want you to note, back in your home county, Essex County College, knows that we were able to do some great things with the Community Challenge, the Community College Opportunity Grant, and with the income being raised, now close to 2,000 students will be eligible if that passes. Yeah. The governor campaigned hard for a millionaire's tax. Did commercials, billboards. Is that going to be there?
So I'm a supporter of the millionaire's tax. It is currently not in the budget. There are many supporters for the millionaire's tax, and we hope to get it done in the future.
Okay. Transportation, New Jersey transit fares keep going up. People still complaining about service. Is there support for improving what's going on with New Jersey Transit?
There certainly is support for what's going on in New Jersey Transit. That's also another universal issue that most people can get behind and agree that needs to be fixed, as is for the 34th Legislative District, which is my district, along with Assemblyman Thomas P. Giblin. We also have some infrastructure repairs coming down for our train stations in particular.
And that's so important. That's a
That's
national
budget.
story. So we're going to have an improvement in our infrastructure. That is so good to hear. Listen, we don't want to keep you because we know you have a very busy day, but citizens want to know, state shutdown, no shutdown, we're going to work this all out. What do you think?
I think the most prudent thing to do is to work it all out. I was blessed to be a part of a bill that some of my other colleagues also were leaders on, and that was to make the federal workers who experienced a shutdown whole. And because many of them were on food lines when that shutdown occurred. So this really has to be worked out because our New Jerseyan residents deserve more than a state shutdown. So I'm hoping that everyone is going to be able to work together and come to a compromise.
And I'm glad you made that point because most people think it's just about they may not be able to go to the beach. There's a whole lot of impact when we shut down the state. I want to thank our Assemblywoman, Britnee Timberlake.